And ladies and gentlemen, the Al-Qaeda has put out a threat note warning of suicide attacks across India. It is using an internal issue to radicalize and threaten our nation, and tonight it's time to pick a side. Will those within #Unite for India, or will they once again enable those who threaten the nation with their false propaganda and anti-India agenda? We must take a stand. Let's debate.
Till a week ago, India was the global focus. India's assertion of its independent position on Ukraine and beyond was being complimented.
This is the construct you are trying to impose on me, and I don't accept it. I mean, I don't think it's necessary for me to join this axis or not, and if I'm not joining this, I must be with the other one. I don't accept that.
Economically, the IMF was emphasizing the key role India plays.
India is one of the economies that are growing at a high rate. Even with the small downgrade, growth is projected for this year to be 8.2%. Healthy for India, but also positive in a world where growth slowdown is creating a major problem. India already plays a very important international role.
In matters of global and social welfare, India was garnering praise.
I have the Indian jab in my arm, and a power of good it did me, so many thanks to India. And that has helped India to become what Narendra has called the pharmacy of the world.
India's ties with Gulf nations were at their peak. The first ever joint naval exercise was being held in Jeddah. And then some worked overtime to diminish the India story. Airbrush reality. They maligned India in a bid to target the Prime Minister. Ignoring the democratic and institutional mechanism set in place in India, the US Secretary of State started saying this.
In India, the world's largest democracy and home to a great diversity of faiths, we've seen rising attacks on people in places of worship. The United States will continue to stand up for religious freedom around the world.
But the biggest wake-up call for rising above internal political and ideological fights is the threat by the Al-Qaeda to unleash suicide attacks in Delhi, Mumbai, Uttar Pradesh and Gujarat.
The Al-Qaeda threat using a condemnable remark made by an individual is the second such threat that has been issued against India. Previously, it was on the hijab round. While the agencies are not really downplaying this entire threat letter, they also say that they're not going to rule out the Pakistan hand. In fact, they're indicating that the language that has been used in the threat letter is a clear reflection of ISI's hand.
It's time to unite as a nation.
यह है एंटी खुदा, एंटी इस्लाम और एंटी मानवता रवैया है। केवल हिंसा 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 फैलाने का काम करते हैं। मैं सारे भारत के मजहब के लोगों को अपील करूंगा कि ऐसी हिंसा भरे कार्रवाई का खुलकर विरोध करें।
It's time to stop providing fodder to inimical forces.
जहाँ तक हिंदुस्तान का सवाल है, हिंदुस्तान में दुनिया के सभी धर्मावलंबी रहते हैं और उनकी सामाजिक, आर्थिक, शैक्षणिक, संवैधानिक और धार्मिक स्वतंत्रता और सुरक्षा यहाँ महफूज भी है और मजबूत भी है। जिस तरह से पाकिस्तान प्रायोजित प्रोपेगेंडे के चक्रव्यूह में कुछ लोग फंस रहे हैं, उन्हें एक बात समझना चाहिए कि हिंदुस्तान की एक भारत श्रेष्ठ भारत की ताकत, अनेकता में एकता की ताकत को कोई कमज़ोर कर ही नहीं सकता।
It's time to stand united against external threats. Let's debate.